Beats Planet.
What up, though? What up, though? Testing. What's good, y'all? What's happening? The Lombardicus Prime. We up in here. I haven't talked to y'all in a while. Really since Monday. I haven't talked to y'all since Monday, and I was short a film session this week. Y'all just gonna have to pardon me on that. But I ain't talked to y'all in a minute. And I normally try to keep up with y'all to kind of get a good idea about what the vibes are. So every now and then I just got to check in, pull up a chat box, set the phones up just so I can see what the vibes are. Let me just let y'all in on my life for a little bit, if y'all can hear me. Let me just let y'all in on my life a little bit. I know I said I wasn't going to be arguing with people anymore. I know I said I refuse to have any back and forth, just extracurricular back and forth with miscellaneous people about different cowboy but man, I can't stop. I can't stop. Boy, I last about a good 3 days of not arguing with people. Of 3 days. 24, 48, 70, 72 hours. How many hours? 72 hours. And I got right back to fussing again, man. So I just chalked that up to what Tupac said, man. When you're young, you just got energy to fuss and fight and argue. You know what I'm saying? So maybe when I'm like 35, maybe then I'll stop, combating the foolishness. Maybe then I'll stop with my sly remarks. You know what I mean? But till then, man. Till then, it's just going to have to be what it be. I'm one of the Justice League of America members. I'm one of the Super Friends, the Avengers, whatever you want to call them. But if people out here spewing nonsense, it just is what it is. I tune into different Dallas Cowboy media outlets, a handful of radio guys here and there, and it's still people saying, even after the videos that I have put out, right? It's still people that'll say, "Oh, they didn't run any pre-snap motion," and I dropped a video. I dropped 2 10-minute videos full of pre-snap motion. You know what I'm saying? People gonna believe what they're gonna believe anyway. It only trips me out when these are the people that have platforms. These are the people that get hundreds of thousands of listeners and viewers, and they spew their comments based on watching the game one time in broadcast view, or they go based on what somebody else may have said. That's what grind my gears a little bit. You know what I mean? When somebody is and not even have built up the clout, you know what I mean? Not even have built up enough respect to say, "Oh, this person's right." Nah, people listen to them just because they media people, or they listen to them just because they're a beat writer or a radio person, and they can go out and spew anything they want to say, and people will believe it because they're there. So it wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair if I just stopped the fight right now in the middle of the fight. I at least got to give y'all 2 weeks notice before I quit this thing. You know what I'm saying? At least got to give y'all 2 week notice. But yeah. So I didn't retire. I thought I was going to retire. I guess I just took a 3-day break from fussing and fighting with ignorant people. But it is what it is. We're gonna keep the thing moving anyway. I just kind of wanted to touch in with y'all today, just kind of get y'all's thoughts on things, just get y'all's temperature on things. Because what I like to do, I like to open up the platform for anybody that's been talking spicy to me. You know what I'm saying? And people love to talk spicy in my comments. So I open up the phone lines and I open up the you know what I'm saying, chat box and all that, because I can talk better than I can type. I talk way better than I type. You know what I'm saying? So I would love for those people that are talking spicy to me to come on the show so we can discuss this thing in long form, but they don't want to do that. So I just chalked that up as a W for the day. You know what I mean? So what I wanted to do today is I just kind of wanted to just holler at y'all and see what y'all's talking about, man. So the number to call in to the show is on the screen, is in the description, 515-606-5187, access code 309, click. 309-104. If y'all want to call into the show, just to give me your thoughts about whatever you want to talk about, man, whether it be the last game, you want to touch on the game coming up versus Green Bay, just, if Voch full of shit, whatever you want to talk about, we can run that for the cardio. And I also want to dedicate time to the chat box, because I know everybody ain't always got time to call in. But I do want to check in with the chat box every now and then. Let's see who's up in here. Let's see. We got some people up in here. All right. Got some people up in here. Okay. What's up, Nene? What's up, Steph? Brand up in here. Dan Black. Juan Whitgo. Oh, shit. What's up, Twan? What's good? Oh, so Voch want that heat tonight. You want to cause a fight up here. Man, Twan, see, look, this is my thing, though, Twan. This is my thing. I'm not used to being an internet guy. You know what I mean? I don't even consider myself tough guy, but I do not consider myself internet guy. And if I got something I want to say to somebody, I would love to have a conversation with them, Twan. So when I see people on the internet look like they want to have a conversation with me, I want to have a conversation with them. You know what I'm saying, Twan? But they don't always want to hop on the phone. They don't always want to come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a situation where I got to sit back and be cordial, because in my mind I got to differentiate the two. Oh, they don't really want no problem. They don't really want no smoke. Gravedigger 357, appreciate it for dropping a deuce in the super chat, sir. He said, I can't argue. I'm a fighting man. Hey, there you go. There you go, Twan. Let's get into the phone, man. See what y'all talking about. This is an open forum. Y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want to say. Carlos, what's happening?
Hey, what up, Voch? How's your night going?
Man, I'm holding it down, fella. This is the Friday before Sunday, so I'm just getting it all together. What you got for the show?
Oh, good, man. I'm just want to talk about some Green Bay versus Cowboys. It's always a good game when it's Green Bay.
Let's run it.
All right. Well, first, I just want to run by Rodgers versus Dak. Rodgers, I know they say they've been in decline and everything, but I don't believe it. He showed in the Eagles he can still throw. So what I'm worried about is Rodgers and Dak and outside the pocket are both dangerous. My question to you is, who will have the big play first?
That's a very Cleo Lombardi question. So that's putting me in a very compromising corner to answer or whatever. But I will say this: think about Aaron Rodgers like we think about Tyron Smith. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers has 100% declined, but the decline from where they once were is still higher than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Just think of it like that. So Aaron Rodgers is not as good as he once was, but Aaron Rodgers is still fantastic enough to whoop your ass. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to walk into this thing thinking that Aaron Rodgers and Dak are the same guy. I'm not here to say that. Aaron Rodgers is still better than Dak. Luckily, this ain't a quarterback passing competition. It's a team thing. You know what I mean? So who had a big play first? I don't know. I hope it's us. Shit, I hope we have more big plays. The first big play, the last one, the winning one. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for Zeke to get a play action right up the middle and Randall Cobb on the outside.
Okay.
Just to show we got Randall Cobb, because you know what Jason Garrett said about him. He's a pain in the what.
Randall Cobb or Aaron Rodgers?
Randall Cobb against us.
Oh yeah, Randall Cobb. Yeah. He's good at that. He's good at finding ways to beat you. But I think in this system in particular, if certain things are going, then Randall Cobb would be good to go. You know what I mean? We just got to get our offense going. And once our offense going, then it's hard to stop us. But we just got to get going.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the offense. I know a lot of people are blaming the offense for yesterday. We just were in rhythm, and we got beat to the man. I mean, not every team in the NFL is going to stay undefeated. Everyone's going to take a loss. It's how you take a loss, and I trust the team.
Sure.
My other question to you: which covers and blitzes are you thinking of run against Aaron Rodgers, at least to contain him?
None of them work. See, like there's not one coverage to just be Aaron Rodgers, and People hate this, and let me put my phone down so I can say this. If there's anybody in the chat box that has a problem with my notion of player execution, please call in so we can discuss. Player execution matters. Player execution 100% matters. So, we could talk about Aaron Rodgers. There's not a coverage that can beat Aaron Rodgers. But if we play man and Cheeto is manned up, the execution part comes down to whether he finds the ball or not. If Cheeto doesn't find the ball, then Marquez, Valdez, whatever name, he'll be catching the pass over Cheeto. If Cheeto gets his head back to find the football, cool. Brian Bulaga's shoulder's hurting right now. So D-Law kind of got an advantage, I would say, there, kind of sort of quasi. If D-Law doesn't take advantage of that, then that's one less pressure guy. If D-Law can and he executes, then we can, then that'll be another advantage for us. It always comes down to player execution. People don't want to hear that because they want to point fingers at people. They innately want to point fingers at people. But if we do what we're supposed to do, if we beat our guys up front, if we tackle and don't miss tackles, and if we cover, we win the game. That's it. We just got to do it.
100%. Well, that's all for you. I got Voch. Hey, go them Cowboys. I got them 28-24. They got this W.
Man, you gonna beat the shit out the Packers. You already know, man. Appreciate it, Carlos.
No problem. Yeah, good night.
Yeah. Antoine Myers said, Voch, one question. I've been saying this since rookie year. I love Jordan Lewis, and personally, I want to play him outside and Cheeto on the inside because he's a playmaker. Yeah, Antoine, that's what makes this thing confusing, right? Because Chris Richard does not want to comply with Jordan Lewis's size, but I think Jordan Lewis is a better man cover corner than Cheeto. Cheeto just bigger. You know what I mean? So what it comes down to is Byron and Cheeto are bigger, longer guys. So we're forcing Jordan to play nickel. I don't think Jordan's a good nickel guy. I don't think Jordan is quick enough to be a good nickel or a better nickel guy than Brown. Brown's a better nickel guy because he's a little quicker. He works better. He works better two ways. But Jordan Lewis as an outside corner is absolutely better than Jordan Lewis as an inside corner. It's just that you got two long outside corners and Chris Richard doesn't want to comply. You know what I mean? So the same way people fuss at Jason Garrett saying that he don't know how to use his players or whatever, I think Chris Richard is missing Jordan Lewis playing cornerback on the outside. That's just my opinion, and I could be wrong. I don't want nobody to listen to what I'm saying like I'm the end all be all. I could be wrong. It's just my opinion. Just my opinion. If I say that, just don't believe in the whole team. Yeah, okay, I got you. Let's get into the phones. We got a caller. They're not platinum though, but we gonna see what they're talking about. 469. What's happening? Who this?
It's Marcus from Arlington, man. What's good, Bots?
What up, Mark? What you got for the show, man? How you doing?
Oh man, I got something to say about these Dak haters, man. Every time we go to a game, why we gotta blame Dak? Dak didn't fumble the ball
twice. Sure.
I mean, Dak didn't miss the pass. I mean, It's out there. It was in front of you.
Sure.
Let's get it.
Sure.
Like, why every time the wheels fall off this bus, we got to blame Dak Prescott? The boy has done nothing but ball. Like, come on now. You even look at quarterbacks like Wentz. You look at Golf. Man, they garbage, right? And they getting paid.
Sure.
Like, come on, Voch. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. Dak is the second most winning quarterback in the league since he's been here, and I think it's not a Dak problem. It's just the fans, bro. It's just these fans. They ungrateful and
I heard him. I just want to slap the shit out of him, bro.
I'm with you. I think what it is though, fam. People see Pat Mahomes and they want Dak to do Pat Mahomes things, but what they understand is only like two quarterbacks in the league that can do Pat Mahomes things, and one of them don't win you ball games. You know what I mean? So I just think people get ungrateful sometimes. They say, oh, Dak doesn't have arm talent, da-da-da, boom, boom, boom. Okay, sure. There's about 14 quarterbacks with better arm talent than Dak. But then you start to name guys like Matt Stafford. Joe Flacco has better arm talent than Dak. Guys like Josh Allen got better arm talent than Dak. But then you lose out in other places. You know what I mean? So you just got to figure out where you want your win. Do you want to win ball games or do you want a flashy quarterback? I'd rather win ball games.
And then check this out, Voch. Every loss that we got, if you really go back and look at it, dog, Dak balled.
Sure.
Go back and look at the Rams game, he balled.
Sure.
Like, and people around him, we talk about Zeke, we talk about, all these receivers.
Sure.
Like, he balled every game. Like, it's the talent, and they say he needs talent around him. You can't tell me he don't elevate the talent around him.
I've seen Dak win games with Rod Smith, Terrence Williams, and Bryce Butler. I've seen him do it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that not making the talent around you better?
People ungrateful, and they just want they just want Pat Mahomes. And if they want Pat Mahomes, they should go be a Chiefs fan or something because it ain't just a whole bunch.
Get out the wagon. We don't need you.
Sure.
And then check this out with Connor Williams. Can we be doing the same thing we done with Byron Jones?
You think Connor Williams playing? Now, I do think Connor is a tackle. I 100% think that Connor Williams is a left tackle in this league, but he just ain't there because we got two other tackles on this team. And man, I was listening to DallasCowboy.com, my guy. And I don't even like to listen to DallasCowboy.com. I don't listen to Brian Brown. But man, I was listening to Nick Eatman, and he was saying Xavier Su'a-Filo should be starting. I say where?
Yeah.
Starting where? Starting on the PAT team?
I just started Joe Looney before I started him.
I would 100% start Joe Looney before I start damn Xavier Su'a-Filo. But look, man, it's just that people want to point fingers at something. And okay, so look, man, listen. The late great Black Phillip said, "Have an opinion. Don't let your opinion have you." You know what I'm saying? And I think once people have an opinion on something, that they just stick there. I don't want to be so stuck to something that I can't grow. Killer Mike just said that. I don't want to be so stuck to something to where I can't grow from it. You know what I mean? If Connor Williams had a shaky 2018, cool. Now that it's 2019, let's erase his 2018 and let's evaluate how he's been doing now. You know what I'm saying? So when we see Connor Williams have a bad play, you immediately go back to the 2018 feel that you had about him. When, to be fair, out of 68 plays, he only had three or four bad plays. I charted Connor Williams. This was the Redskins game or something like that, where people saying, "Oh, he's trash, he's terrible, he's garbage," and he graded out at 91%. He graded at a 91%, and I made a video about it so people know it ain't no shenanigans. Meanwhile, you go look at these other teams across the league, they'll push their wife off a bridge to have Connor Williams at left guard.
Killer, stab and everything.
The fans just sound great. Watch this though, Mark. You listening? Watch this though, Mark. In my damn chat box right now, Bodyguard, he says, your son Connor Williams is definitely the weak link. On a line full of gangsters, he is the weak link. This is 3 Pro Bowlers, and Lael Collins is definitely playing better this year. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, he's a straight gangster this year.
I'm fine with that.
He's straight. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And come on now.
Hey man.
And then you flip the script. You look at the D line. We got people complaining about D Law. Man, come on now. When you getting triple team, I mean, what do you do? I mean, that means everybody else on the line should be easy.
Man, look. Tennessee Titans gave up 7 sacks to Jacksonville 2 weeks ago. That's when you need to worry.
Thank you.
When the Cowboys giving up 7 sacks a game like they did last year, that's when you need to worry.
Yeah. Chad, we forget about them Chaz Green days, bro.
Shit. I ain't forget. I remember.
Well, man, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to hop on the show, man. I'm always listening, man. And don't be afraid to fight with these fans. Let them know.
Yeah.
Some of them out there don't know no better.
Look, man. I thought I was gonna have to retire, man. But I was a good 10 minutes in before I looked at somebody like, "What you mean? What are you saying?"
Oh, bro, you would have broke my heart, man. Because I tune in. I like the film.
Yeah.
I mean, you show shit that we don't get to see on TV.
Man.
Real talk.
I appreciate you, brother. I'm in to win it. I just put you in platinum. So next time you call in, you'll go to the top of the list. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. I actually met you when you came down here to the draft, man. It was cool. Mark had the rings fried up and everything. We had a good time out there that day.
You was the one passing out the shirts? I mean, passing out the business cards or whatever?
Nah, man, I just came through and I was just yeah.
Okay.
My kinfolk was a Patriots fan. I was like, let's go see how these Cowboys do it. Come on, now.
Okay then. Nice to meet you, man. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Alrighty, fam. Take it easy.
Yeah. Shooba. I like when they call in with good energy like that, man. Like, Voch, what the hell wrong with these people? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Voch, can we speak on how much the offense is developing? What do you mean? What do you like? How's it getting better week by week? Give me more than 4 games to talk about it. Give me like 10 games. I can let you know. I'll let you know over a 10-game period. That's the proper time to evaluate the offense. We'll see. Who else? I saw Miss Jackie up in there. Hey, Miss Jackie, how you doing? Tamira up in here. What's up? What's good? Swaggy D, a hater, boy. Let's see. Connor Williams is definitely the weakest link, but I can't blame him for that. This what Swaggy D like to do. That what Swaggy D like to do. Swaggy D like to come in my chat box and be quiet when I'm talking spicy. But then I see him in like Law Nation chat box with like somebody disagreeing with me, and Swaggy D like, yup, you right about that. Whoever I'm listening to, Come on, Swaggy D, you can't play both sides of the fence, man. Come on, Swag. Thanks for tuning in, though, fam. Appreciate you. Let's get into the phones, though. If y'all want to call into the show, the number is 515-606-5187, access code 309-104. 956. What's up? Who this? Hello? What the heck? Hello? 956.
956. How you doing, Voch? Can you hear me?
Don't be in a rush now. Don't try to speed through the conversation now. What's up, man? What, you had me on mute, bro?
Yes, sir. Actually did. Sorry about that. I was listening to your great commentary there.
Oh, man, I apologize, man. What you got for the show?
Listen, two matchups I want to look at.
Okay.
It's going to be Cooper against that number 23, Jair Alexander.
Yes, sir.
I think Cooper was 80%. He's a route runner. Sure. You need ankles for that.
Sure.
Looked like last game, Lattimore just got a bad, injured Cooper. And let's see what he does against this up-and-comer here, Jair Alexander. And also, D-Law against an injured, what is his name? Brian Beluga Whale, whatever the heck his name is.
Beluga Whale. That's hilarious. Brian Balaga. Yeah.
Balaga, yeah. Or if he's out, we got D-Law against the backup, so you know they're going to consistently do that. That means Woods. That means Quinn. I mean, here's the thing, though. Green Bay's only given up 8 sacks, but 5 against the Bears in that first game, so they've only given up 1 sack a game.
Sure.
So it's going to be interesting with our D-line. D-line's got to go, but I think it's a home game. That's going to cure a lot of things. It's a home game. That cures a lot of ills, a lot of these problems. You know, your offensive coordinator is gonna get into the flow because I want this game over by the first half. I don't want Aaron Rodgers to do his thing and be close at the end because he's got that record on us. No matter what you say, no matter what arrogance or whatever, but he has the arm. Yeah. He's 6-2 against us. In his games played. And another thing, we got to watch out for his legs. He was the leading rusher against Philadelphia. He had 46 yards and 5 rushes. You contain him, you think you got him, and then boom, he hits you for a crucial first down.
Sure, 100%. I think it's gonna be a dogfight, man. I would love to, put him away, but I don't think that's how this game gonna go. I just don't think it's gonna operate that way. I do think we can win the long game with him. It's just that we just gotta execute, man. We just gotta execute.
Yep.
Yep.
And remember, LaFleur.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing with house money.
Sure.
They expected him, hey, this is going to be a rebuilding year, blah, blah, blah. 3-1 for them, that's good. Sure. But he doesn't want to go on no 2-game slide. He's already given enough control to Rodgers where Rodgers is audibling or whatever the heck Rodgers says he's doing at the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to prove, hey, it's my system, it's not Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Can't wait for it, but again, I want a quick start. Get it over by half, and let's get our D-line. Let's pound them and pound Rodgers in there and force him right. Don't force him left. Holy moly. You see his percentages when he goes left? It's incredible.
Right. Hey, man,
I appreciate it, Voch.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the call. Listen, in the chat box right now, Eastside Harold, I want you to call in because I want to talk to you, Eastside Harold. You like to do a lot of typing in my chat box, and you'll get my comments, and you'll be a little spicy, Eastside. I want you to call into the show, Eastside. I want to address you personally as an adult. Man, because I don't want you to think I'm running from you, Eastside Harold. And one of these little comments in my little chat by one of the little comment sections, because you watch all my videos, Eastside Harold, and I don't want to talk too nasty to you because you seem like a fan of mine, Eastside Harold. So I don't want to say nothing too terrible, Eastside Harold, because maybe the Texans ain't got good YouTubers, Eastside Harold, or it could be that you could be a closet Cowboy fan, Eastside Harold. You into the pregame shows, the films, all the films, the postgame shows. Eastside Harold, I want you to call into the show, Eastside Harold, so I can have this conversation with you, Eastside Harold, because it seems like you got a lot to say, and you I think you implied that I was running from you, Eastside Harold, and the one thing I don't want to do, I don't want to put out the vibes that I'm running from somebody, Eastside Harold. So please call into the show, and I'll put you at the front of the line. I'll put you at the front of the line, Eastside Harold. The number is 515-606-5187, access code 309104. Please don't be shy, Eastside Harold. I want you to call into the show, Eastside Harold. Please. Please. I need to know the vibe, sir. I need to know what it is. I need to know what it is. He in timeout for like 300 seconds, but when he come back, don't say nothing to him. Let him in here. Let him in here. I want to see what he got to say. Come on in, Eastside Harold. Let's just talk about it. Who is on the phone right now? I'm gonna talk to this caller, but he's call in. Big Dog, what's up?
What's up, my man?
Now, Big Dog, I just want to let you know, fam, this is your time to talk. But when Eastside Harold called in, I'm just gonna mute you. I'm just gonna mute you and come back to you because I really want to know.
Right.
I really want to know what the energy is, but my bad. Big Dog, what's happening, brother? What you got for the show?
What's up, my man? What's up? I feel like you ain't had a talk session in a while. I just ain't seen it. I feel like you've been with everybody else. And, you know what I'm saying? Law, foot. I'm like, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he just hasn't had it, or maybe I'm just tripping.
Nah, we haven't had the haven't had the round table in a while, but we do post game shows every game, and we do morning after shows the morning after. So that seems to be the schedule. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you. Well, I'll tell you, Eastside Harold, come on here. I will gladly. I'll mute myself. Okay, because I was like, I can wait on that one.
There you go. But we'll see though. What you got for the show?
Let's see. Green Bay Packers coming up. I know a lot of people was like, "Oh, how are we gonna do versus the Packers because we lost versus the Saints?" And you know, first off, I think the Saints wasn't. We can't overreact. You know, we overreact real quick.
Sure.
Everybody starts saying, "Oh, we need to fire this guy. Got to fire that guy." Something ain't right. It's just one loss to a team. If you think about how the Saints, they actually are better than what people are giving them, even with Bridgewater. If you remember, everybody watched Seattle and Rams last night. Well, in Seattle, the Saints manhandled, mollywop in Seattle. So we lost to them by, 2 points, 12-10. The offense didn't look great. Can't blame Jason Garrett for everything.
Sure.
He just dropped a lot of balls. We missed a play on the Coop. I'm sorry, it was Cobb in the back of the end zone. Mm-hmm. 2 fumbles. They all Garrett's fault. I watched it break down, and everybody was talking about, we know he was enough motion. He motioned every time. You motion all you want to, left and right. You can't feel him protect the football. You got turnovers. You're going to lose. That's how the game go. Only thing I have for the Green Bay game, of course, you got to keep Aaron Rodgers in the pocket. A lot of Robert Quinn's moves, I've noticed they're all, I'm not saying I see him do a little moves at the inside. He likes to speed rush the edge, so you got to watch for Rodgers stepping up in the pocket to replace where he just speed rushed to his left, because dude just talked about his percentage throwing left. It is crazy. So you got to watch for that. You got to keep him in the pocket and play tight on these new receivers. No Devontae Adams. I want very physical, aggressive, Seattle, Legion of Boom type defense with no flags. Because, he's just going to throw it at somebody to hope to get a call. And I'm sure there's going to be a couple bailout penalties that he gets a first down on. Aaron Rodgers, that's what he do. So that's, that's defensively, that's how we play him. And then, of course, offensively, you just got to run the ball, man. To me, real, I think I was one of the first people last year that said, I don't mind paying Zeke, but if I pay Zeke, I'm going to need to see first-year Zeke and second-year Zeke before he got. Lately,
we ain't been
I
seeing
haven't seen spectacular Zeke.
Yeah.
He's not looking very Kamara-ish or Mr. McCaffrey-ish. He's looking real Le'Veon Bell-ish. And Le'Veon might got an excuse, but Zeke, honestly, I like Zeke. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying I haven't seen it. Honestly, a little bit last year, I was kind of starting to wonder. I think Shannon Sharp made a joke. I don't even, them TV dudes, they all talk, but he was like, I ain't seen Zeke pop off a long run because everybody's talking about Barkley, who's better, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Zeke ain't looked spectacular. He's getting paid spectacular,
sure.
but I ain't seen spectacular running. So this is a good read for him to prove that. And then another thing, ain't nobody talking about. Jason Garrett, if you don't call no defensive plays, if you don't call no offensive plays, please, you're in your 100th season somehow with Dallas. And you ain't, I don't know if you earned it, but you are here. Please, what ain't nobody talking about is why I think we lost the game is because we called a terrible timeout after Jalen Smith got the sack. Stop calling dumb timeouts. Let them punt the ball. It would have been a minute left when we got it. We keep the timeout. What happened? Eventually, we moved the ball down the field. Difference between us, okay, let's say 2 weeks ago, the Saints, Sean Payton, even though Deshaun Watson threw a throw, they still had time to come down the field. I don't know what the hell defense Houston was playing, but they let him have a pass. Right
time out. Wait a minute. Time out. 713, who this?
Oh, this is H-Town Finest.
What's the vibes, player? Time out, big dog. What's the vibes, player? Harold, what's the vibes, my good sir? What's the dealio?
Hey, man, I'm just letting you know, man. The Dallas Cowgirls.
Where you from?
Regular.
Harold, where you from?
If you play
Harold,
Giants,
Harold,
if you play the Redskins,
Harold, where you
play the Dolphins, you're regular.
Harold, where you from?
Regular, sir.
Harold, where you from?
Oh, I'm from Houston. Eastside Harold calling you.
It seems like you a Cowboy fan though, Harold, because you don't miss a show.
No,
you don't miss a
I'm
show.
A realist.
You a what?
I'm a realist.
Okay, go ahead, explain. Go ahead. Tell me how.
Do you want me to explain how I'm a realist?
I just asked you to tell me how. Go ahead.
Hey, I go around to the Cowgirl section and I let people know, hey, you play the Dolphins, you play the Redskins, you play the Giants.
Right.
You're average.
Right.
You can put up 35 against them.
Right.
But when you play regular teams,
right.
Oh, you're putting up 10 points.
Okay.
That's what I'm letting you know.
We putting up 10 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see it.
Okay. Okay. So
Texas put up 28 points against the motherfucking Saints.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Because you put up 13 against the Jets. What about the 10 points you put up against the Panthers? What about the 10 points what about Kyle Allen? What about Kyle Allen smoking the hell out of y'all? What about that? What about that? I bet you lose sleep. Every time Deshaun Watson miss a read and take a sack, I bet you lose sleep. You traded 30 first-round picks for Laramie Tunsley. He's done nothing. You wish you was a Cowboy fan. You wish you. I just muted you. You wish you was a part of this. You wish you was a Cowboy. You wish you could represent the star. Your team ain't done nothing. 3-1 is always better than 2-2, sir. Every time of the week.
I'm representing Houston, the fourth largest city in America.
And your quarterback is running for his life. And your quarterback is running for his life in the fourth largest city in America. Kyle Allen would have never did that against us. Teddy, look, watch this. Teddy Bridgewater at least had Thomas and Kamara on the team. At least they tried, but they couldn't even score. They had to get field goals all day. I never would have let Kyle Allen. I never would have let Kyle Allen. Every time
his Hall of Fame against you guys.
Nuke Hopkins had 12 yards a week ago. What was that about? Who locked him up?
That's Lattimore. You wish you had a Lattimore.
Who locked
him up?
You don't
have a Lattimore.
Who locked him up? If Nuke Hopkins got 12 yards last week, who locked him up?
But he had 150 against Byron Jones.
Nuke
He had
Hopkins.
150 against Byron Jones.
Nuke Hopkins had 12 yards last week. What have you done for me lately? He had 12 yards last week. Who locked his ass up? Who on the Carolina Panthers locked his ass up? Huh?
That's a good one. That's a good one, sir.
I know.
Give you that to you.
I know.
That's a good one.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
But I'm saying he had 150 against your Pro Bowler, Byron Jones.
That was last year. I'm talking about this year. What have you done for me lately? Huh?
Hey, man. Hey, bro. You seen what Lattimore did to Cooper?
You can scream your phone all you want. Let me ask you a question. Every time Deshaun Watson miss a read and take a sack, do you not take a swig of liquor? Every time. Your quarterback is putting your health at risk. Your quarterback is putting your life on the line. Tell me, sir. Do you not? Do you not? Every time Deshaun Watson miss a read and run for his life, hold the ball for 12 seconds and get sacked, do you not? Huh? That's who you gonna pay? That's who you gonna put up with Pat Mahomes? That's who you gonna pay to miss reads and run for his life? And Nuke get 12 yards? Huh?
Let me tell you, whenever it's time to pay DeAndre, whenever it's time to pay,
you're right. Let me calm down. You're right.
It's not gonna be no hesitation.
Okay.
It's gonna be time to pay him. We ain't gonna hold up on him.
Okay.
We ain't gonna stall him and try to lowball him.
Yeah, okay.
He's the man.
Okay. Cool.
Just letting you know, we ain't gonna fuck over.
Okay, he's the man. But let me ask you a question, because you ain't answer it yet. Every time you miss a read,
I think I did.
Every time you miss the read, holds the ball and get a sack. How much liquor do you swig? How much do you pour out for the homie every time he miss a read, hold the ball, and take a sack? I just asked a question. That's all I'm asking.
Say, man.
Huh? What was that?
Let me let you know.
Okay, cool.
Deshaun Watson is 2-2. He's at the lead of his AFC South.
Okay, cool.
He leads his division. He struggled.
Okay, cool.
He doesn't have the leading rusher. He doesn't have an Amari Cooper.
Okay, cool.
He doesn't have the best offensive line and still struggle.
He got Nuke Hopkins. What are you saying? Nuke is the best receiver in the league, sir. What are you saying? And this coming from me. This coming from Voch. I don't like the Texans. Nuke Hopkins is the best receiver in the league. What are you saying? Will Fuller had more touchdowns than catches, if that makes sense. How? Huh? What are you saying?
Hey, man.
Huh? Oh, okay, never mind.
Let me let you know, man.
Okay, cool.
I just go around to the cowgirl section.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm into sports.
Okay, cool.
I'm not into the cowgirls. I'm from Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Sir.
Okay, cool.
You been to Houston, Texas, have you?
I live here.
Hey, man. Well, you know the difference. Okay. You know it in your heart. Okay. You might come out on here on YouTube to get the views. I understand that. Okay. But you and I know the truth.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
You and I know the truth.
I know what?
About Houston, right?
I don't know. What do you mean? What are you saying?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Shout out to Cleveland Brown. Okay. Shout out to South of Heaven 88. Shout out to Montana 88.
Pete Eastside, though.
I'm putting the real out there to you.
Eastside, one thing I will say, though, I appreciate you for calling in, because a lot of people fold up under pressure when I ask them to call in, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, ain't no calling under pressure.
Some
ain't no
people.
Calling under pressure, sir. I'm from Houston. I represent the Texans in the Rockets and the Houston Astros, and I know you saw the Astros today.
I don't watch baseball. Listen, all I want to say, man, just one thing I want to say, man. The word for the day is quantitative reasoning. You know what I'm saying? That involves numbers. And in any quantitative reasoning, you will always know every single day of the week, 3-1 is always better than 2-2. Hey, Eastside Harold, I got to get you off the phone, man. I appreciate you, sir. That's Clock A. What the hell wrong? Boy, if you don't get your ass off my phone, boy. Hey, what's wrong with Eastside Harold, y'all? What's wrong with Eastside Harold? Time out. Where my button at? Where my button? Eastside, wait, play my shit. Hold on. Play my... Hey man, what's the deal, man? Hey, what's the vibes, man? Time out. Big dog, what's wrong with your boy? Big dog.
Hey man.
What he talking about?
Hey man, don't let him talk about all that Houston. You know what it is when you feel it when you listen, I'm from Dallas. And the truth is, Eastside Hell, I want to tell you that everybody in Houston, when it comes to sports and when it comes to the football, everybody in Houston are low key either Dallas fans in the closet or they're just haters because the Houston Texans ain't never been as relevant as Dallas.
Eastside Harold would love to be a part of this. Real fast, let me say this. For my admins, we ain't got it. Let them live. All my admins, Nene, Incognito, all y'all, let them live. I don't even want to let them troll. Let them troll because I feel better now. I feel better letting them on the channel, getting it off my chest. I feel better saying what I had to say. We had a conversation. Eastside Harold's good for me. Leave him in the chat box. Let him live.
Yeah.
Let him live.
Houston Texans, they still waiting on Will Fuller to be where he was drafted at. Matter of fact, him and Watson are about one tackle away from having 2 leg injuries, both leg up on the sideline watching the rest of the reason. They both probably weigh about the same. Who weigh more, Will Fuller or Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson probably weighs a little more. But when Will Fuller,
he might about 10 pounds.
Not by a lot. But when Fuller was coming out of Notre Dame, he the same size.
I'd be like, oh,
he the same size then.
Like, oh.
Yeah. So, hey man, appreciate it, big dog. Thanks for calling, brother.
Hey, that's your thing, man.
Yeah. Hell wrong with that boy, man. Leave him in here. He's a fan. Hey man, I do salute everybody that got any kind of smoke that hop on the phone and like, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Dak clapping on screen right now for that. There you go, Dak. Clap it up for Eastside Hair. I respect anybody that get on the phone and speak their piece. But that don't mean you will not hop on this phone and get smoked in front of your people. Hit my button. Hell wrong with you. Hell wrong with you. What's wrong with you? Cha-cha real smooth. Anyway, Green Bay Packers coming up, man. I have no fear of them. I have no fear at all. It's gonna be a good one, man. Execute. You know what I mean? And I don't even want to make excuses, man. Shouts out to the Saints, but if we left like 10 points on the board. We left 10 points on the board, man. And if we win the game 20-12, this ain't a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, not making excuses though, but hey, we'll just have to cross that road whenever we get there. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Appreciate the people for tuning into the chat box. Appreciate for people. What did he say? Oh, he clapped middle. Don't cry now. Don't cry now. You saw there. Shouts out to everybody that tuned in. Shouts out to everybody that called. We had some pretty good calls today. Appreciate my super chatters. Josh Hara. He says, what mismatches should we be looking for? And 2 for Flaming Eastside Hara. Appreciate you. What mismatches? So they play a 3-4. So Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith are going to be like the outside linebacker guys. We should probably manipulate that and get one of those dudes in coverage and let Tony run free. I do expect Tony to get a lot more snaps and pass coverage this week. So look out for that. Kevin King is hurt. So I know Jair Alexander is going to be on one side, probably with Coop, but Josh Jackson is going to be on the other side. I need Gal to beat up on Josh Jackson. He's a smaller guy, so that'll be fun. That'll be cool. That'll be good to go. And I'm telling you, and we just need to execute up front, man. We just need to block guys up front and put pressure up front, and we'll just go from there. David J also dropped 5 in the super chat. I appreciate you, sir. I think that's all we got for the week. I appreciate y'all. We're back on regular scheduled programming in terms of the post-game show. The post-game show is still going to be right after the game. I didn't do it last week. I was chilling with my family, but we're going to be doing that this week. So tune into the post game show directly after the game. Now the morning after show, I won't have one of those because I'm gonna go fishing again. I seem to enjoy fishing these days. I apologize, but I'm gonna go fishing again. So I'm not gonna have a morning after show because I'll be on the water at 6:30. But when I get back, I will do a day after show, not a morning after, but a day after. So it'll be two live streams in a row, 2 evening streams in a row. You right, Steph? Appreciate you. The biggest, best, as bad as post game show there is in all of YouTube land. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. Be sure to like this thing and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I drop random film sessions, live streams in the middle of the week, just like this. Y'all hold it down for the. How do I pay this man, Voch? Hey, man, the Patreon in the description, the PayPal and what the hell else? The Cash App is all in the description. If you want to support that way, I appreciate you. Hey Voch, what's your input on left tackle filling in for Tyrone? He was bull rush every play he was in after Tyrone was injured. Well, what's his Cam Fleming been bad for years, in my opinion. Cam Fleming was bad last year, but when you win, you don't really think about it in that way. But I was watching film, man, and Cam Fleming wasn't great. he wasn't great last year, so I don't just expect him to come out and be any different this year. I mean, we just gotta get rid of the ball quick. If anything, we need to go back to that we did early in the season is get back to a rhythm and get rid of the ball quickly, and that'll help Cam Fleming a lot. You know what I'm saying? And one way to get rid of the ball quickly is to throw the ball when you want to. If you throw the ball playing from behind, then you hold on to the ball a little bit longer. So, bam! Cash App in the description. King Lombardi. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I absolutely do. Thanks to everybody that supports this thing, man. Everybody that holds it down for the Doski Woski. I already know the Peasky Whiskey is very much implied. Till next time, man. See y'all in the post game. Peace.